Welcome back to Tone Wars. We've been gone for a minute.
2 weeks.
I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
Or Derek.
Or Derek.
What's up, guys?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, last 2 weeks have been hectic, and then we had the holiday last weekend, so
Yeah.
yeah. But we have definitely a great reason to go live tonight. I mean, this Engle pedal is the biggest no-brainer pedal that's ever been made, if you ask me. I mean, this thing is just amazing. It's just fire all the way around. It's awesome. I love it. It's super good. It's as good as these iced caramel lattes that I made for both of us tonight.
You know, Jarrod's becoming quite the barista. So not only is he Mr. Tone Wars and knows all about this gear, and also he can smoke food in the smoker. Not brisket. We haven't done too many briskets, but
No, but all the meats.
All of the meats.
Yeah.
And now he's a barista.
Yep. I'm a barista. Look out, world.
It's better than anything I ever got at another coffee shop.
They are good. I made one for practice this morning, and there was a couple things I tweaked tonight, and I'm like, dude, these are sick. They're really good.
I'm gonna show up here in the morning.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi, I'd like a caramel latte, please.
Yes, can I have a name for that, please?
Decaf oat milk.
Yeah, man, these are coming out really good.
Freeloader is my name.
Freeloader.
Freeloader.
There's so many neighbors will be like, there's that chick out there again. You want us to call the police or no? I'll just make her a freaking latte and send her on her way. That's all she really wants. That's all I am. Little barista boy.
Hey, I just saw a comment. I'm going to skip down to this one. Tom F. He says, try a maple bacon coffee iced with a vanilla sweet foam.
Dude.
Where do you get maple bacon coffee?
We're going to have to figure that one out.
Tom F.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out.
Jeez.
Yeah. And tonight I get to enjoy a cigar in my studio because I got a Rabbit air purifier that actually works. And you'll hear it kick on. It's pretty silent, but it'll kick on in a minute here. I have it on auto.
You got something going on in the middle there.
Yeah. So I get to finally enjoy a cigar while we're live. It's going to be amazing.
All right, well, let's go to the beginning, and I will say hello to some folks.
Oh, yes. I hope you're lighting up one as well, folks. These are amazing.
So Gary Devlin, greetings. Hey. He was first. Our
What's
soap
up?
opera friend.
That's right. From Guiding Light. Is it Guiding Light? Or
Yeah.
What's going on, Gary?
Or maybe it's
One Life to Live as the World Turns.
What do you call the a telenovela?
Oh, yes.
It's a Hispanic version.
He's on all the soaps. He's amazing. He's a barista.
Chris Gonzalez, I'm here on time. It seems I'm here like once a month.
Hey, what's
well,
up, man?
we've been gone for 2 weeks, so you're right on time.
You're right on time.
Daryl McMillan is here.
What's up, Daryl?
Flux. He says, go Tone Wars. That Engle pedal is impressive. Excited to hear more of it tonight.
What's up, Flux?
Will you be using some of your IRs tonight or just the factory ones?
Actually, tonight I'm going to be playing it through the KSR PA50 and a real cab because I think it sounds best that way. The IRs that it came with are okay. They're workable, but everybody's taste is different, and I think that's why a lot of companies now, they don't really put a lot into the IRs because they know everyone's going to have their favorite ones they're going to put in there anyways, number one, and number two, it's so subjective. They can work their asses off and doing surveys and, calling NASA and what IRs should we use? And people are still going to go, yeah, that's nice. Let me use these instead. So they're workable, they're usable, but I put mine in there. I thought it sounded good, but you can't beat the real deal. You can't beat the real amp and cab. So that's what I'm running tonight.
Dean Harkness is here.
What's up, Dean? Had fun hanging out with you guys last night.
He is up visiting with his family.
Yeah, that was
fun. He
fun.
called you Derek. He said, what's up? Carrie and Derek, not a typo.
Yeah, somebody called me Derek at the store yesterday or something. I think that's what that's referring to.
Mike Nash is here. He says, bleh.
Bleh.
Are you having a bad night, Mike?
Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
Well, hopefully we can cheer you up.
Was that a Dracula thing or?
Blah, blah, blah.
Bleh. 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 Bleh.
Chris Gonzalez, we live. Yes,
We live, suckers.
Mike Nash, last weekend I scored an old PV Classic 120 power amp James Brown designed. It totally rips.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
Nice.
It's nice to score the old school stuff, man.
Let's see. Iron Game, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
We already said hi to Tom F. because he wants us to find maple bacon coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, please post something about where we can find the maple bacon stuff, because I'm all about that.
Let's see. Flux says, you guys have big straws tonight.
Yeah, my straws are all made for those giant,
Water bottle.
smoothie cup thingies,
Yeah.
so we look a little weird tonight, but
Hey, it tastes good.
it tastes good, exactly. I wish I had one super long, because I could just sit here and...
You need to get one of those beer hats.
Yeah, I do have one. I do have a beer hat. I was going to use that for a Skeeter episode, actually.
It's an iced coffee episode.
Yeah, that would be fun.
GM Iron says, a little vodka in that latte. Now we're talking.
It is nighttime, so...
Oh, Tom F says you can get it from Bones Coffee Company online. Screenshot.
Screenshot. Thank you.
And I just splashed coffee everywhere.
Thank you, dude. We will definitely look that up.
Lonely Rocker. Cheers, guys. I have a name for your coffee. The Caramel Cab Loader.
There you go.
There
The
you
caramel
go.
cab loader.
What do I call him? I call him a Jure Latte.
Yeah, your lattes.
I need a Jure Latte for Jarrod and Jure Latte.
Good to see you, Lonely Rocker. Thanks for stopping by.
Flux says, really glad you're using the KSR PA50 through the Mesa tonight. It's the best in the room sound with the KSR PA50.
It really is. Like that amplifier's changed my channel quite a bit, because now I can demo pedals through a power amp section and really show you guys what they can do. And that's honestly, that's the best way to do it. It really is.
Mr. Mick.
Mr. Mick.
Hi, have you ever done a studio tour video?
Yes, I did one a couple years ago, but I need to do another one.
It's updated a little
Yeah,
bit.
need
Changed
to
here
update
and
it.
there. Still a bunch of sketty on the floor.
Yeah, there's some sketty over here, but
And over there.
what matters is what's on camera. We all got our sketties.
Chris Gonzalez says, I got a pedal from Ghost Note Audio called ICBM. Oops, it rolled off my screen. It's a preamp pedal based on the Randall Warhead ×2, and I'm all excited for it.
Hell yeah.
La 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 la. Iron Game says, I've seen Maple Bacon Spice by Clubhouse. Delicious. Don't know if Clubhouse Spice is in the USA, though. Yeah, we're
Have
going
to
to try
find
out
out.
that Bones coffee, though. Thank you, Tom F.
Yeah, thank you. I'm ordering that tonight.
As soon as we're not live.
Yeah, now that summer's here, it's nice to make I'm all about it.
Let's see. Salim Bergia. Reverb was just bought by the majority owner of Fender. Any
know.
conflict of interest, perhaps?
Yeah, a little bit. It's almost like Green Giant buying freaking Kroger or whatever your local food chain is. It's like we all gonna
Spartan.
Spartan or whatever. So it's like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but we'll find out. I mean, Reverb keeps selling to different people, so and every time it sells, it gets worse. The fees go up and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. I fingers crossed, but well, the nice thing about having a free market is that as soon as one company gets too big for its britches and starts making dumb decisions, another company sees a hole in the market and goes, well, you know what? Maybe we should fill the void. Everybody's looking for this type of that thing, and we'll create that.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, that thing comes up, and everybody jumps on that shit for a while. So hopefully that's what happens. I mean, that's what happened with Reverb. It took the place of eBay, So I don't know.
Still buy
We'll
some
see.
things on eBay. I just bought a pair of shorts on there
Really?
last week. Some Nike shorts, yeah.
Yeah, eBay's kind of it's almost like MySpace at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, it's kind of
Maybe for music gear, but I got
Yeah.
some out of print scented soap Like
Yeah.
they don't make it. What do you call it when it's discontinued? I
Discontinued.
got some discontinued. Yeah, soaps that I liked from Bath and Body Works on eBay.
Yeah.
I get my discontinued Crocs that I like so much.
Oh,
I
really?
get them on eBay every
Okay.
year. I get them. Yep.
Hey, I mean, I think it's still a viable company, but it's definitely getting a little long in the tooth.
Long in the tooth.
A little long in the tooth. Its days are numbered.
We're a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, I know how it feels.
Oh, let's see. It rolled up on me. Here we go. Monkey Wrench says, you have to show me your pick hand when doing harmonic pick. For the life of me, I can't get it. Help me, bestie. There you go.
Well, I mean, you just kind of strike the string at a slight angle on the pick, and then the meat of your thumb should gently touch the string, and that's what creates the harmonic. So, I don't know if you can hear that. I can't do it right now because, like, our mics are live, and if I fire up the power amp, we're going to
maybe when he plays his first song, he'll do it a couple times for you in the beginning. So pay attention then.
Yes.
Mike Nash. So I just graduated to those 6L6s. I dialed in a rectotone on the ToneX that could tear a hole in time.
A hole in time.
Tear a hole in time.
Yeah. Make sure you say it like that.
Yeah.
Brother. Brother. You went full Hulk Hogan there, didn't you? It tore a hole in time, brother.
Can you smell what the... What is it?
What the Rock is cooking.
Cooking?
I hate the Rock. I'm Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a real American. Blah, blah, blah. Wrestling talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Macho man. Yes, I know these. Why do I know these?
Tore a hole in time, you see.
Me and my brother used to watch WWE wrestling, or was it WWF back then? It was the F
Yeah,
and then
it
it
was
changed
F.
to E. Yeah, when we were little. Love it.
I think everybody did, man. I grew up on that. Then they had
yeah.
they had the cartoons, the WWE cartoons, the music videos. Man, the 80s were something, man.
Jim Simmons, Jared's already smoking. Just wait till he starts shredding. He'll be on fire.
Yeah, we harmonized there.
Oh, let's see. Alabama Digger, hook up all the amps in there together for just one time. He says, like a 10,000 watts of freedom.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mike Nash is laughing out loud. Lots of laugh out louds. Flux. Jared, are you going to do a video comparing the Engle Fireball pedal with the Engle Savage 120 Mark II?
I don't know. I'll probably do a video. I have the Fireball 25 upstairs. I'll compare it to that. Because the Savage is a different amp. So I want to see how close it is to the Engle Fireball. What?
I'm still laughing at all of the wrestlers I've got in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do it to that, though.
Oh, you just ashed all over the place.
That's all right.
No, it landed on your guitar.
That's okay. It'll live. I got a tight one.
I told you there was something going on in the...
Yeah, I got a tight one. Oh, well.
If you just wait till later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so anyway, Giovanni Masha. Anyway, very curious on your thoughts on the new Yuhei FX Knuckles Anti-5150 against the Fireball IR. I'm thinking of combining two of these three. Not sure which rocks the hardest.
Oh, boy. You know, I could do a video on that. I think I'll have to talk to Motor City Guitar and see if I can get those pedals here, and I could do like an ultimate, you know, amp in a box shootout for you guys. So I'll talk to Marty and see what I can do.
You're running out of names to call things.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you already did that one.
Already did that.
The ultimate brutal.
The ultimate of the ultimates.
Jim's Music Journey says, hi, it's Jim Coleman. What's up from New York?
What's happening, man?
New York.
New York.
Michael Pierce, hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
This is, oh yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah, Elizabeth.
Made it to Tone Wars. Flux says, looking forward to the Fireball 25 versus the Fireball pedal.
Yeah, let's do it. You know, I mean, why not? Let's see how close it is. Let me do a quick basic mix right now
I suppose.
because, as usual, I didn't warm up tonight, so I got to warm up with something. All right, 1 second here, guys. There you go. There's a few for you.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, thing sounds great, man. Seriously, what a great pedal. What an awesome freaking pedal. I mean, I can't believe I'm getting all that tone and aggression and gain.
Pull
And,
whatever that thing is in the middle.
yeah,
Oh, I
no,
don't
there's
know what
something
that is.
goofy going on with this one.
Yeah.
I don't have the draw tool down here.
Axlinger says, "Hey man, glad to see your cigars. Aha, you just climbed a few more respect points in my book."
Thank you.
Says, "Been following your channel for a while, and you continue to deliver greatness."
Wow, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, tonight's
Cheers.
cigar is a New World Oscuro Toro. Yeah, these are great cigars, but tonight I'm struggling a little bit with this one. There's something goofy going. I don't have my draw tool down here, so it's a little tight. But hey, whatever.
Flux says, "I love the thump you get with the PA50. It sounds huge."
Thank you. Yeah, it sounds massive down here.
CS just joined us.
What's
Howdy.
up, Chris?
What's up?
What's happening, dude? Good seeing you, man. Yeah, get this pedal. Seriously, though. I mean, this is one of those pedals where it's like, you know, it's like an instant yes. I mean, it's $249. Now, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't care if you buy it or not, but I'm just telling you, like, there's a lot of pedals out there that cost more and offer way less. You get 2 channels. You get the IR loader, you know, software that you can load in your own IRs with. I hear it's MIDI controllable through USB, but don't quote me on that. Double check that. Lots of gain. You get the contour switch. You get a noise gate. Tone stack. You get a presence knob. I mean, it's like, what's not to like? I mean, it's just, and it sounds amazing.
About it.
Yeah, and it really does sound great, and it feels great to play, too. Amazing.
Let's see. I don't think I didn't read. Did I read this about 42 gear? I would love to see all the North American YouTubers get together. Jimmy's Music Journey. I would love to see a North American version of Henning's 42 Gear Street.
Oh.
I'd love to see all the North American YouTubers get together.
That would be nice. That's actually a great idea. Henning does do a great job with that 42 Gear Street. The problem is traveling as an American. You got to go all the way to Germany. I mean, that's a whole week of your life, which I'm sure is amazing, but not all of us can break away for that long. So,
Owner operators.
yeah, exactly. I'm one of them. I can't break away like that. But I mean, it's definitely something I would
Let
consider
alone
here.
he doesn't like to fly. So.
Yeah, I'm not Mr.
4
Fly
hours
Guy.
to California, one thing. 14. I don't even know. How long does it take to get to Germany?
It's probably 2 different flights too.
Yeah.
So lots of takeoffs and landings, and me gripping and grinning the seat in front of me. And if you came with me, it'd help. You know, but
You gotta need your emotional support, Carrie.
yeah. Can I just bring her for free? Yeah, or I could bring Pepper.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'd rather have Peppy?
I'm just saying, if you emotional
rude.
support dog,
That's
I'd
rude.
rather have you. But I'm just saying, if you can't come, I can bring Pepper. You know.
Mike Nash says that tone would tear a hole in time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it would.
Gravel Rocks, Jarrod, your thoughts on the Engle Fireball pedal versus the Revv G4?
You know, it's a good question because I had Mike, a guy in the store yesterday, and we were talking about that very subject because the Revv pedals are amazing. They are. So
You look so silly.
straw, I
drinking
know.
out of big old straw.
Giant. I look like I'm
You gotta
drinking
get
one
one
of
of
those.
the short ones.
Yeah, look like I'm drinking one of those drinks from like the festivals. The big long with the straw, and you're like, ooh, with the googly eyes on it.
You might want to just drink out of the cup.
It's a little silly. Anyways, I think it comes down to what you prefer tone-wise. The Revv stuff is amazing, and I love them guys. Great company. So if you play through the Revv pedal and you love it, then it's worth every penny to you because you know how we are. We're a bunch of tone chasers. So as long as it works for you, buy it, you know. Or if you want like something that has, you know, more features and stuff, I mean, and you like the sound of that, then go with the Fireball pedal. I mean, Revv's definitely a kitchen sink company. Most of their amps have everything that you could possibly think of in them. I mean, I'm surprised this damn thing doesn't have a freaking dishwasher in it. I mean, it's insane. It's got everything. So maybe on a future release with their pedals, maybe they'll have something like that in theirs too. So who knows? But I think it comes down to taste. Whichever one you think sounds and feels better for you, play it, buy it, enjoy it, you know.
Let's see. Dane Harkness, the pedal is legit. It's crazy for good it sounds.
Yeah, I mean, Dean was over last night.
For
and
how
played
good it sounds, yeah.
Yeah, he played it last night, and me, him, and his nephew all played through, and all of us were like, dude, this pedal, it's seriously a no-brainer. You know, it really is. It's definitely a pedal I think everybody should have in their toolbox, because like I'm running it through my HX effects right now, and you can run it with IRs or through a power amp, and you're good, man. It'll sound great.
Ronnie K says, hello, running late.
Hey, what's up, man?
Steve Shaheen.
Hey, I thought you were going to a concert. Maybe they're listening on their way.
He says, can't hear you guys, just saying what's up from the Trivium concert.
Oh, cool, man.
Hello, Steve Shaheen.
Hello.
And Jordan, if you're there
Yeah.
with him as well.
Yep, she's with them. They're going to a Trivium concert tonight over at the Fillmore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've been there.
We
That's
have
a
been
great.
there.
That's a great venue.
Alabama Digger says, with all the tone modeling units, specifically ToneX out there, it seems that these types of pedals are destined to fail sales-wise, but brand specific stuff could definitely appeal to their loyal users.
Well, yeah. So a lot of people want a Fireball, but maybe they can't afford it. So this is the next best thing, and it's made by Engle, so it's a great pedal. That's the thing. I mean, we are flooded with amazing gear now. You know, it's a great time to be a guitar player because, like, the gear that's available is insane. It's great stuff, and I don't see how you can go wrong. You know, I just think it's all good. I mean, I'd rather be having too many options than not enough. I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't have anything like this. You know, when I was growing up, it was like, which amp are you going to buy? And that's all you had. You know, the small portable amps, I mean, the pig nose, I had one of those. And I hated it. It sounded like ass.
Well, with a name like that.
I know. It sounded like pure ass, but I used to sit out on the porch and play it just to practice. And I'm like, this sounds terrible. I remember one time I did it. We lived in a small town, and I was playing it late at night. And somebody across the street was like, hey, do you have to do that? Well, not really. She's like, yeah, we're trying to sleep, and we got the windows open because it's summer. So if you don't mind, I'm like, sorry.
Take myself inside.
I guess I'll not practice tonight. So it's her fault that I suck. But yeah, that's all we had. You know, now we got everything. You know, there's no excuse anymore.
Tom F says we're going to Epic Universe tomorrow.
Nice,
Flux
man.
wants Steve Shaheen to describe the guitar rigs Matt and Corey are playing.
Actually, they're playing stealths. He told me that earlier. He said they're playing the stealth amps, and in some shows they might be going direct with like 2 notes or something, and in some shows they might be using the cabs and mics. So it just depends. But they're playing real amps now, so that's cool. Gotta like that.
All right, we're caught up. You want to play a little bit more?
Yeah, let me find something else here. Let's do this one.
This one.
Yeah, I didn't sound check this, so
You be. Just
I might have to
fine.
stop and adjust something. But yeah, give me a little shot of courage here, and then we will go. Figures of all nights, I get a tight one tonight. Here we go. Okay, so I was doing all of those with the contour off. Now I have it on, so get a little more mids, so it might stick out in the mix a little better. I didn't sound check that song, so it was a little low in the mix, but hey, we're live. Stuff happens. Plus, you didn't hear all my mistakes, so that was cool.
Jim Simmons says, my first floorboard was a Digitech RP1 I bought in 1993, and this was before amp modeling.
Oh,
This
yeah.
was way before.
Yeah, the first amp modeling was bad. It was so bad. You know, things have really come a long ways. You know, things have gotten so much better over the years. So it's all good now, you know.
Let's see. Dean Harkness says, like most of us, there's a lot of amps I want. I've been looking at the Fireball 100 and getting ready to order it, but now I'm tempted to get the pedal and a Mesa or something as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this pedal's great. You know, it's funny, when I was at Motor City the other day, they sold out in like an hour.
Yeah.
They were gone, but he's got 20 more on order, and they should be here by the end of the week. They'll have 20 more coming in, but those will sell out quick too. So
Does he let people pre-order online?
Mhm.
So you can reserve one
yeah,
online?
yep, you can reserve one online.
And in the notes section, put Jarrod's name down. Jarrod and Tone Wars.
Yeah, use my affiliate link,
Yeah.
please. It helps out. And again, I'm not trying to sell you guys something. I'm really not. If you don't want to buy the pedal, that's fine. Yeah,
But if you're in the market for one.
But if you're in the market for one and you want to buy one, then feel free to hook me up by using my affiliate link. I would greatly appreciate that.
All of his affiliate links are in the description of every video. He just copies and pastes in every description.
Yep. So thank you.
Steve Shaheen says, Matt and Corey are using the EVH Stealth 100 into 2-notes Capture X. No overdrives, but they have EQ boosts in front. Super specific.
So that is an overdrive. But yeah, thanks for sharing, dude. I appreciate that.
Wuston, WSTN, says, I also want to know how this compares to the UAFX anti-pedal in terms of feel and tone.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about that. So I'll talk to Marty. I bet you he'll let me. I'll be able to take some of these pedals home and do an ultimate shootout for you guys, because I'm curious myself. I thought the anti-pedal was actually really cool. So I'd be happy to do that for you guys.
Dean Harkness says, hell yeah, metal at the Roxbury.
Yeah.
Watson says, awesome playing.
Thank you.
Giovanni Amasha says, even with the comparison, I'm likely going to keep the Fireball 25 and still get the Fireball IR. No point in burning tubes during silent recording.
I hear you. And this thing also has a headphone jack on it, which would make wives and girlfriends very happy. So they can watch Bachelor and you could play guitar right next to them and there's no complaining.
Mark Kinney says, hey everyone, that tone is heavy. Loves it.
What's up, Mark? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I ended up turning the gain up a little bit because I'm doing solos and rhythms tonight, but the gain's only at 1 o'clock. Sorry, 1 o'clock, and I'm getting tons and tons of gain out of this thing. So, yeah, it's freaking awesome, man.
Kristen says, get ToneX and have all the amps with motion paralysis, or get one model you like that inspires you to play more. How many times do we need? How
It's
many
true.
options do we need? Yeah.
Yeah, how many options do we need?
Or
well,
how many amps do we need?
all of
I'm
them.
not sure what it is.
How many amps should I buy? All of them? Yeah, they're all great, man.
Alabama Digger. I honestly think that's what's coming. Less options, more quality, more brand specific.
Well, I think these brands are very smart with making this stuff because, number one, depending on where you're at in the world, the economies are always up and down and stuff, and people have more and less money. And some people really like brands and they want to try like certain amplifiers, but if they have an affordable option for them, then they'll buy it. And people that are fans of the brand that do own their stuff but don't want to take like their amp to a show because it's a pain in the butt, or they need a fly rig and they want to support that brand, now they can buy the Engle or whoever, you know, a Revv or whatever you guys want to buy to take with you, and you're still supporting that company. So I think it's a cool idea. I really do, and I think the amp in a box pedals are really taking off, and I think they're evolving too, because like I said in my review of this, when they first came out, I think they were kind of sticking their toes in the water and going, well, I wonder if people are really going to like this or not, blah, blah, blah. And then as they started taking off, I think these companies are like, well, man, people really do dig this concept, so why don't we put more into them, and like IRs and more channels, and they're just trying to cram everything they can in these things and give you great value for your money. And I think that we're kind of on a good course with these now, because I mean, this is the example right here of how to do it with all the features and everything, and you get 2 channels, so how can you go wrong with that?
Buck Wild is here.
What's up, man?
He says, hey, y'all, I think you got a shout-out from Dave Friedman on Tone Talk this past Friday.
Oh, really?
Says, can't be for sure, but I thought that was cool to hear your channel.
Well, that's awesome. That's good to hear.
Look for
I'll
it.
have to go watch that. Yeah, Dave, it was great meeting Dave at NAMM. I've actually met him a couple times before that, but yeah, he's a good guy, man. He makes really great stuff. And honestly, like, his amp in a box pedal was like, when that came out with, it was the, which one was it? The Friedman BE, I think. And I was like, that's how you do it. It's got IRs, it's got the power amp simulation in it, 2 channels, very small, lightweight, very affordable. It's got the software. It's like, how do you say no to that? I mean, it's like, that's how it's done. Because in the past, some of the pedals that came out, I was like, cool, but I wouldn't use it because of my scenario or whatever. But when you come up with something that works for everybody, that's when I call it a no-brainer pedal. It's like, I could use this with a power amp or the IRs, and it's got 2 channels and all the other stuff. I mean, it just makes it a complete no-brainer, Freaking awesome.
Jim Simmons, Jarrod, what are you playing the Engle IR pedal through?
Tonight, I'm playing it through the, I probably should have put that in the chat, or it's the KSR PA50, which is a all-tube 50-watt power amp, and my Mesa cab. That's what I'm playing it through. I guess I could put the picture of the Mesa cab up, so at least people see that. So, yep, that's what I'm playing it through tonight.
Let's see. Monkey Wrench, metal on cruise ships. Can you believe a week of concerts, different groups always playing? Call Wild will be on the next cruise in April.
Oh, yeah, the 50 pounds of metal or 50,000 tons of whatever. Yeah, those are cool.
Dean Harkness, I'm in and out, guys, visiting family, but I'll rewatch. Well, listen on the drive tomorrow and catch up.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you.
Bill, hello, Bill. He says, I've been playing the Amp Central EVO nonstop. That device is amazing.
Dude, isn't it? It's freaking awesome, man. I love the Evo. Yeah, we sold out of those at Motor City. What's funny is we got all those in, sold out, and then we got 2 Leviathans in, sold those, and we still have the noise gate pedals, and I think we've sold a few of those, but we got to already place another order with Red 7 already.
Gotta get them in.
Yep. Stuff's selling like crazy, man.
Giovanni's got a jet. Love the channel. We'll be back for sure. Thanks for the info.
Thanks for stopping by, dude. Cheers, man. See you next time.
All right, we're caught up.
All right.
You got some more in you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a comment. Mike Paget, I watched your video on the Knuckles pedal and the Pepper's Dirty Tree. It sounded incredible. It just had this really raw crunch going on. Pedals have come so far. The Engle pedal is kicking ass.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you liked the videos. I'm glad you're digging this pedal. Yeah, they are definitely coming a long ways, man. I mean, 10 years ago, they didn't sound nowhere as good as they do now. And I just think they're kicking ass. Anywhere as good as they do now. Thanks, English teacher. That's why she's here.
That one just bounced off. I couldn't.
You couldn't let that go, could you? Just couldn't let it go, could you? All right, 1 second here, guys. Let's do another one. Alrighty then. Not too shabby. Yeah, that mid boost really helps, man. When you turn on that contour, it just bumps it up a little bit and makes it more, present in the mix. I had to kind of reach back and turn it down a little bit. It was a little bit loud. But yeah, this thing's amazing. It really is.
Paul Smith just got here. He says, I can't hear your guitar over the backing track. Oh, sorry.
Must have been on a previous song because, on that one, you heard it for sure. It was a bit loud there. So, yeah, you must have on previous mix. Yeah, it was a little low in the mix. But
should have pre-read that. Bill, these pedals nowadays with the KSR PA50, it's like an amp in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That Strat slinging Thrasher is here. He says,
What's
man,
up?
that sounds great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's badass, man. I would totally take this on a fly gig or whatever. I mean, I would totally take this with me and be completely happy with it. It's awesome.
Super duper happy, man.
And if it really is MIDI controllable, that's badass. I heard it was, somebody said it in one of the videos, and I was like, I don't want to, let me double check that, because I don't see MIDI on here, but MIDI does go through USB now. So if that's the case, then if you have a digital platform like I have here with the HX effects for effects, if I step on my clean patch, it'll switch it to a clean channel. So that's actually kind of cool. If that's the case, I don't want to misinform anybody, but that's pretty badass, if you ask me.
Bedazzled. It's pretty bedazzled.
Pretty bedazzly. Let me switch guitars here. I think it sounds great with the lower tune guitar as well.
No More People says, I heard the guitar just fine. Also, epic guitar puff at the intro.
Thank you.
He says, awesome Engle tone. That one channel both on rhythm and lead.
Yeah, it works, man. It totally works. It's amazing.
I need more, please.
You need more? I'll make you another one.
Need more, please.
Dude, those turned out really good. Yeah, can't go wrong, man. Gosh, I'm turning into a renaissance man, ain't I? Is that what you call it when you're like...
He power washes, smokes the meats, baristas.
Smokes the cigars.
Smokes the cigars.
I'm smoking hot. It's just... can't help it.
Yep. Too bad that we both can do all of the sames. Well, I can't make the baristas. I don't have
I'm
that
sure
stuff.
you would, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to get the right.
I could teach
want to
you.
go find that coffee.
Oh, yeah, we got to find that stuff.
Next little interlude. I'll go look for it.
Yeah, please do.
Bill wants to know, is your amp or cab switcher the KHE?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. That is, in my opinion, the best amp and cab switcher out there. So I have the 8. It's the KHE 8, I think it's what it's called. And I have the 2 effects loop switcher thingies too. And it also allows me to blend cabs. I can do that as well. So I think it's amazing. And you can put an attenuator in the loop if you want to attenuate your amps too. And he makes great stuff, man. He's one of the best people I've ever done business with. So definitely reach out to them. Tell them I said hello and order one, because they are freaking awesome. I wouldn't be able to do this channel without it, because I'd have to set everything up for every video. I set everything up once now. I just switch to whatever I want. And man, I'll tell you, that is the hub of this channel, is that KG amp switcher. It really is.
Flux says the Engle mid boost is their best button control. It makes you cut through every time.
It really does. That mid boost is perfect, man. Yep, it's a great freaking switch, man. I keep it on my Savage too. I just like how good it sounds. It just sounds amazing. It's very rich. Very rich sounding.
Very rich.
Quite good, you see.
If I do say so
If
myself.
I do say so, my bloody
Tom
self.
F says, well, see y'all later.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the tip on the coffee stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
look that up for sure, man.
We're caught up, so if you want to play.
I can play. All right, 1 second. There we go. Sorry, had the mics off. Yeah, that's the one I did in the video. I think I opened it up with that one. The Sphinx.
Flux says, KAG rules. I upgraded my KAG system to 16 amps with 4 cabs, 2 at once with an attenuator.
Hell yeah, dude.
It sounds amazing with my quad Cortex and 4 cable method. And it's not amazing, it's just amazing.
Just amazing.
It sounds amazing. Damon Stewart, hi guys, always good to see you. Carrie, you look gorgeous. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice dress.
Well, thanks.
It's a very nice dress. It's very summery.
It's a very summery day here in
It is.
Michigan.
It's gorgeous outside. So she had to match the gorgeous with her own gorgeous.
Thank you
So
so
that's what
much.
she did.
I appreciate it, Damon.
Yes, sir.
And you want to play some more? Or you want to talk some?
I can play some more.
You can play, you can talk, you can...
Let me do, 3 shots. I think this will be a
Having
fun
a good
one.
night, so...
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Surprisingly. Oh, you just jinxed it.
Oh,
Doggone it. If I make any mistakes on these next few mixes,
my fault.
it's her fault.
My bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was watching 2 mph front end testing. They've got like Ford, all these trucks, cars.
Oh, I've seen
Ooh,
those.
That Ford Focus
Yeah,
just
you
got
wouldn't want to be the crash test dummy in that one.
demolished. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad one there. All right, 1 second. I think the computer froze.
We frozen?
Yeah, weird. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that. That's weird. Oh, you jinxed it.
I did.
You
No,
did.
that's not your playing.
Let me close out.
It's all these cars smashing.
Come back in. All right, 1 second. I'm going to hang on a second, guys. It's connecting, and we should be back. There's a little delay there. There it goes. Yeah, hang on, guys. My screen froze, so it's just going to be a second. Just looking at the feed. There, it disappeared.
What's the weather going to
Yeah.
be like here tomorrow?
All right. We are back live. Sorry, guys. My screen froze, and you just saw a frozen picture of us there.
Ooh, it's going to be 73.
Oh, boy.
73 and partly cloudy.
I haven't rebooted in a while, so maybe I need to reboot tonight. Yeah, I got a huge job I got to do tomorrow, so. All right, so let's try that again. Here we go. There we go. Sorry about that snafu there. I just looked at the screen and we're all frozen. I'm like, that doesn't look right.
There it is. No More People says, I see motion again.
Yes.
Flux says the screen never froze for him.
Weird. Yeah, it froze here. So
Musical Companion says that pedal is like $300, huh? How does it compare to the Nadas by Fortin?
Oh, the Natas.
Nadas.
The Nadas. Nada. I haven't compared it to that, but I think we have those too over at the store, so I'll have to check those out. So I'll check them out and let you know, and I'll probably do a video about it. I think it's $249 though. If I'm not, if somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's $249 for the pedal, which is a hell of a deal for something like that. You know, it really is. So, yeah, let me know if I'm wrong. I could be.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Not often.
Not often, but once a day I'm wrong.
I know. You guys are being quiet tonight. There's so
Yeah.
many people that in here, like,
In the
watching, but yeah.
Yeah, comment, ask questions. That's what this is all about.
Got about 15 more minutes, so get your last comments and questions in. That's what we're here for.
Hell yeah.
Unless you just want to hear him play, like.
Well, a lot of people probably just want to hear the pedal too, because like it's a big new thing. So I could do. I got a couple more mixes up my sleeve, I think, with this guitar.
All right, we still don't have comments, so do it. Do it up.
I will. I'm enjoying this cigar.
Well, we're not cigaring.
I
We're
know.
tone warsing.
All right, hang on. Another crazy one for you. That is a nutty song. I got a little jumbled up there for a second. I haven't played that in a while. Haven't practiced it either.
I could tell.
But it's your fault.
I'm sending you videos that I want to watch later.
You jinxed me.
Now that I watched the one video of all the trucks crashing,
Oh,
they're sending me a bunch of them.
You got more.
I did.
That happens.
I go out on the porch and watch the trucks.
There you go. We're going to spend the evening on the deck in the gazebo.
Let's see. Joe Stops says, are you using the stock IRs on the pedal?
Nope. I'm actually running it through my KSR PA50 and Real Cab tonight. Yep.
Wow. You have any Gibson guitars? What's your take on Les Paul? Nope and nope.
I think that if you like Les Pauls, then play them, enjoy them, and we all like different stuff. They don't really work for me. I need 7 strings, and I need for most of my stuff, and I need a whammy bar. And most Les Pauls don't come with whammy bars, and to my knowledge,
aren't they pretty big too?
Yeah, they're kind of heavy.
They're like
they're heavy, and they got usually the bigger necks. Some of them don't. The studios don't.
He's got delicate little hands.
Yeah, I'm a contractor. I work outside, but I got delicate little pitties.
Your princess bubbles.
Yeah, they just don't work for me because of those reasons. I think they're cool guitars and everything. It's just not something that I play. You know, I pick them up at the store from time to time and play them, and I'm like, yeah, I see why guys like these. It's just they don't have the features that I like, you know.
I see why guys like them, but not why I like them.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Musical companion. It's kind of giving those Mudvayne style tones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really gnarly, man. This pedal is gnarly.
Iron Game. I wonder what it would sound like through the power section of the Savage and compare it against channel 4 in the Savage.
Well,
could you be more specific?
Yeah, I could probably do something like that in the future. I could do a video where I compare it to the Savage. I mean, I don't mind doing that at all.
I screenshot it and I scared it.
Thank you. And you scared it.
I scared it and I shared it.
Well, what's nice about having this power amp here is I'm able to compare it directly to other amps, so I can certainly do that.
Oh, wrong one. I picked the wrong page.
One thing you got to keep in mind with these amp-in-a-box pedals too is that they the tolerances on the knobs are going to be different than what their counterparts are. So you got to kind of, you know, if you're going to set it up exactly the same, it might not be the same in the pedal because again the tolerances on the knobs are different. So I'll have to mess with it and see how close I can get it to the Fireball amp, you know, but I will do that. That sounds like a fun episode.
Thomas Minshew, do you like it better than the Friedman IRD? This Engle sounds amazing from here. Good
question. I think it comes down to what kind of music do you play. I always veer towards the heavier, higher gain, more saturated tones. So I'm always going to prefer those because of the kind of music that I play. But I think as far as quality of tones and everything, I'd say that they line right up with each other. It just comes down to what kind of player are you, so that will steer you towards whatever pedal suits your taste the best. But I think they're both equally very good, you know.
Monkey Wrench says, I wish Gibson would come out with a 7-string guitar. My middle finger got knocked off at work, so I can't bend it. The fatter necks help me out. I have piano finger for a middle finger.
Oh, man. That is rough, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez.
You shouldn't be flipping people off then.
Yeah. Yeah. That was mean. That was heartless.
It was funny.
It was funny.
You know, you can laugh.
Yeah, so, yeah, it would be cool if they did come up with something like that, but Gibson seems to be like a very traditional company, so they kind of make stuff that, for the traditional players, you know, and I get it. If that's your shtick, stick with it, you know, because sometimes people get mad when you step outside of your zone and be like, what are you doing, you know? Gibson's one of those companies, too. It's like, if they come up with something that's new and innovative, everybody chastises them for it. All the Gibson fans, and I think there's a reason for that because they want them to stay traditional.
I have to sneeze. I'm not sure if it's going to.
Let me know.
Now it's going to.
Is it going to come or go or?
It's did a little
did a little
Yep. I went around
loop around the
Yeah,
cul-de-sac.
the cul-de-sac is the word I was looking for. Flux loves the purple. Jim
Thank you.
Simmons says, Jarrod, could you capture the Engle IR in ToneX and then compare it in a future video?
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
CS, does the smoke eater do a good job clearing the smoke? Looking for ideas for my garage.
Yes, it does. It actually does a great job. I have it on high right now, and it does a really
It's
good
not
job.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good down here.
Although I've been sitting in it, I can't really tell if it looks.
Well, it's drawn towards it right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it does a really good job. I mean, it's not like you can walk in the basement, you know, we're in my studio basement here, 5 minutes later after you're done, and, oh, it doesn't smell. No, it'll stink.
It does.
It'll stink
But
for a
if
while.
he runs it all night, then tomorrow it's faint, and then the next day you can't tell anything.
Yeah, the ideal way is to, I have the door shut, so I'm going to open up the door, and I have a fan down there too. It just draws in fresh air, and it mixes with it, and it just circulates, and then it cleans it right out. You know, day later you can't even tell, you know. And if you're in a room where there's no carpet, that really helps. But there's carpet down here, so.
Well, and the drop ceiling is gonna.
Yep.
The tiles are gonna absorb the smell, but yeah. Garage, I think it'd probably be perfect.
Probably wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your typical cigar lounge in a home will not have carpet. They'll have leather chairs, you know, and a lot of times they put up certain kind of paneling or whatever in the walls, you know, and you know, the floors are usually like wood or something.
Yeah, he's not supposed to. Anyway, we smoke every day. It was just, you know, an occasional when the weather's bad outside or whatever. And
Yep, it's just occasional. I come down here and do it, and then
if he did it every day, of course, the whole place would stink.
Yeah, I'd have to keep it running constantly and keep the door open and stuff, and it would probably keep up with it, but I just do it occasionally down here. I just wanted something for occasional live stream, like tonight. This is the first live stream I was able to do this with, so just wanted to test it out, and it relaxes me. It makes me a little more relaxed when I can have a cigar, you know. It's just my thing. It's what I like to do.
Musical companions, so it's probs not be for my Dwight Yoakam cover. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not for Dwight Yoakam.
Nice.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work out for that. Unless you want to scare everyone. Like,
Gary Fox, I'm not sure if you're being nice or mean. He says nice shoes, and I'm not wearing any, so it must be yours.
Is it mine? Yeah, these actually are, just my gym shoes.
Just regular
old gym shoes. I don't even know what they are. I bought them and I forgot what they are. So, yep.
I can't see any label on them either.
They're comfortable.
He picked those out himself. Anyway.
She always makes fun of me. Oh, you picked those out all by yourself? Yeah.
Oh, I like orange, Carrie. Oh, maybe we don't need it on our shoes, but.
Well,
Gary, I'm not sure if you're being funny.
I've gotten compliments on these many times, so I actually had a I did a video on a piece of gear, and the one question I got was, "What kind of shoes are those?" And I'm like, "Really? Okay."
He usually has Hey Dudes on, but I know you've got the knee issues.
Yeah, so I'm wearing more comfortable, responsible footwear these days. That's what happens when you get old.
Flux, who makes the smoke eater?
It's called Rabbit Air.
Rabbit Air.
Yeah, this is the Rabbit Air, and it's an awesome. Yep, RABBIT Air, and it's awesome.
No More People says your shoes look like a DeWalt power tool. That's their.
They kind of do.
It's their colors.
They're made by DeWalt, actually.
Yeah, I still can't see what brand they are.
I don't know. There's an emblem on there. It looks like a Transformers emblem. I hope they're not Transformers shoes.
What does the bottom say? Can you flick your foot up that way? Nope, can't see it.
We'll have to pull them off afterwards and figure it out.
Iron Game wants to know how your foot is feeling.
Thanks for asking. Much better now since I started wearing these shoes, because the Hey Dudes are amazing, but for a guy like me, I need more support, arch support, and that's what screwed my Achilles tendons up. I had bursitis in both tendons from wearing them for a year, and I wore them for 2 years, but for 1 year I had horrible bursitis in both Achilles tendons. I couldn't even walk. And found out it was the shoes. And it was because of a conversation I had with Paul Smith. He was like, I think it's your shoes.
Oh, Gary says, no joke. They look good. All right, he's not making fun of you. I'm the only one that was making fun of you.
She makes fun of me all the time.
There you go.
That's what she do. She gets paid extra for that.
I do, a little bit. Monkey
Yeah.
Wrench says, bad Carrie, you skipped my post. Well, because I just wasn't sure how it fits. Says, call the fire department in Michigan.
Because of the smoke?
Because of the smoke, maybe. Joe Stop says, yep, the dudes messed me up too. Yeah.
Really? Oh.
So they're more for lounging. Like if you're going to be around the house, they're great for indoors or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be on your feet or walking for a
I
long
wore
time.
them everywhere, every single
Yeah.
day, all the time.
Yeah.
And I bought a whole bunch of them because I love how comfortable they are.
Yeah.
But my Achilles tendons hated me for it.
Yeah.
I literally would get up in the morning, I could not walk.
Do the lifts work in the Hey Dudes?
I'll have to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid to because the pain. I was at a 10. 1 out of 10 pain, I was at a 10 all the time.
He used to. So we've been, oh gosh, 15, 16
Yeah.
years doing, I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway, we would go for walks 15, 16 years ago. And I'd be like, can you slow down? Like everything
I
he does
walk
is
super
fast.
fast.
Super fast, very intense. And I'm like, just slow down a little bit. I cannot keep up. Fast forward to now.
Now I'm like, you slow down.
I know.
Seriously, like I had to go down the stairs sideways, leaning against the wall because my feet hurt so bad. Once I started moving, it went down to a 2. But every time I sat down and got up, I'd have to go through the whole thing all over again, and it sucked. So I was like, man, I got to do something about this. And like I said, Paul Smith, I was talking to him about it. He goes, I think you need to change your shoes. And
Yeah.
sure enough, I changed my shoes, and after day 3, I'm like, it got way better. And after like a week, it completely went away. And I'm
Yeah.
like, damn
I'm
it,
happy
it's
too.
the shoes.
That sucked for you.
Well, thank God it's the shoes, and it's not like something wrong with me, and I need a surgery or some kind of weird whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Flux
shoes
wants
matter.
to know which model rabbit air we got.
Oh,
I can't remember. There's
I'll-
lots of letters and numbers in
yeah,
it.
I'll message you which one. I can't remember which one, but I'll let you know. It's around 700,
Monkey Wrench is
right?
talking to Flux.
It's
Well,
around
it was
7
7-ish, yeah.
Yeah,
about
it's
700.
between $700 and $800, right around there. Yep.
All right, well, it's 8:28,
Oh boy,
and your cigar's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Probably burning your lips right now.
almost. I'm almost there.
Sheesh.
Yep. Almost there. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who's watched the videos and stuff. Really appreciate that too. And to everyone who's been purchasing all the profile and preset and capture packs from my website. Thank you so much, guys. It really means the world to me, man. It really helps keep the channel going. So appreciate that. I always do my best to give you the best metal tones that I can on all those platforms. So hope you guys enjoy those. And yeah, it was fun hanging out. And like I said, if you're looking for a no-brainer pedal for a fly rig, this is it. It really is. It's definitely one of them at least. It's awesome. I love it. Really cool. So anyways, well, again, thanks for hanging out. And thank you for being here and making fun of me.
My pleasure. Always my pleasure.
Yes, it is. Well, like I always say, every day's a gift.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us or part of your gift with us. Haven't done it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. We're rusty.
That's right. Have a great week. We'll see you back next Sunday.
Love you all.